What it do, UChicago University crew? If you're a high school junior or senior and want a free laptop and a full ride to schools like YALE, Princeton, Columbia, UChicago, Dartmouth, and Brown, and 40 other schools, then stick around to learn how I got a full ride to UChicago. It's part of my series breaking down full ride scholarships, and part 1 is the QuestBridge National College Match. If you are looking for more scholarships, I am running a scholarship September series where I post one daily scholarship on Instagram and TikTok every single day for the month of September. I'm also doing free college essay review. Just DM me on Instagram to get on my list for that. This video is broken down into 4 parts. If you already know what QuestBridge is, then jump to the final part of the video where I'll be sharing best tips for the application. But for everyone else, part 1 is the introduction to QuestBridge. Part 2 is the process breakdown, so how you actually apply as a junior and a senior. Part 3 is the application breakdown where I go through every single part of the National College Match application, and that's our perfect segue into the best tips while filling out that application. QuestBridge is a non-profit national scholarship program. We provide multiple programs, but the 2 I'll be highlighting is the College Prep Scholars, which is for high school juniors, and the QuestBridge National College Match for high school seniors. College Prep Scholars, CPS, is where juniors apply for that free laptop, as well as invitations to national conferences. You receive top-notch college admission aid, and you also receive early access to the National College Match application, which is huge. Now, the National College Match is for high school seniors, and it's probably why you're here. It's how I won my full ride to Chicago, valued at $365,000. The biggest misconception when applying to the National College Match Scholarship is you're actually applying to become a finalist, not applying to get the full ride. Around 5,000 to 6,000 students per year get invited to become finalists, and new only to this year, you can rank up to 15 of the 48 college partners. Originally, it was 12. I ranked 8, and I'm going to tell you why that was a mistake. Now, how it works. Again, another huge misconception. Once you become a finalist and you rank those schools, it is the college admissions officers of those institutions that reads and decides on your application, not QuestBridge. But your QuestBridge application is sent out to those schools as if it was your college application. The schools you rank make a decision. They look at the list that you gave them, and they look at the list of the colleges that said yes. Rank you to the top college on your list, if any, that said yes. So you receive your QuestBridge full ride scholarship too. I have a huge tip on strategically ranking your colleges to optimize the best result. That'll be in the best tip section. But please remember when ranking that this process is binding. So whichever one said yes, however high or low on your list, you have to go to. Be careful, college takes up that 15th place. Now let's go through what gets sent to these actual colleges and universities. The QuestBridge application isn't small, but considering it's replacing your college application, you don't want it to be. The application asks for a lot of basic and personal information as well as activities, etc. It's mostly all about your essays. Short answers are so short, but so important. You can learn a lot about a person by what their favorite book is or what they do on a typical weekend. It's important to only use words that contribute to your answer, absolutely no filler words. For example, one of the prompts is after a challenging experience, what do you do to rejuvenate? This is how you shouldn't go about it. After a challenging experience, I hang out with friends because it's resting and rejuvenating. This is how you should answer the prompt. I often journal, finding ways to reflect on the positives of the situations and the lessons I've learned. Simultaneously reading over previous challenging experiences, which I've already found the silver lining for. There's a lot of short answers, but just make sure that they get to the point, they're sweet, and they learn something new about you in every response. The personal essay is just QuestBridge space for the normal college essay. And I already have videos up on the best ways to write your college essay. The topical essay, the second one, is a huge differentiator. This can make or break your application. Let's go through the options. This was the option that I did. Option 1, tell us about a concept, theory, or topic you have explored simply because it sparked your intellectual curiosity. Why do you find it intriguing? How do you want to explore it further? Now, option 2, describe an experience that caused you to change your perspective and or opinion. Pretty good essay. Option 3, what aspect of your current community do you admire and wish to bring to your future college community? I remember choosing option 1, and I talked about microaggressions in that essay. I was genuinely interested in the complexities of microaggressions and almost the expertly constructed and subtle ways that disadvantaged groups have been put down. That sparked an intellectual curiosity for me, but what was so important about my essay and yours is that when you share that a topic interests you, it's so important to include how you're taking that interest to the next level. Did you start a club, join an outside organization, or simply ask more questions? That's even more important than your actual interest. Okay, this was a general overview on the application process, the admissions process, know how your application is actually being handled, and some good essay advice. Let's go through some general best tips when applying for the QuestBridge National College Match Scholarship. If you want this full ride, please take this advice seriously. If you can rank up to 15 schools for a full ride, you shouldn't. I highly suggest you only rank 7 or less. It might sound crazy to not go for a full ride to 15 schools, but it's better to have 7 great applications than 15 mediocre ones. Considering that QuestBridge is binding, if you become a finalist, you could get into your #1 ranked school. Just about which pool of applicants that you can get in through. QuestBridge might not be the best fit for you, and that's okay. You can become a finalist and choose not to rank. But there's a short period of time between finding out you're a finalist and having to submit all of your supplemental essays. And I mean short, like 2 weeks. And each school you rank has 2 to 3 very big supplemental essays that you have to write additionally. You rank 15 schools, that's 30 to 45 new essays. How are you gonna do that in 2 weeks? They do advise for students to get on their supplements early. Honestly, I didn't do that. I had 8 other friends at my high school that were finalists and they also didn't do that. So please only rank 7 schools. And honestly, I advise that you rank lower because if it's truly your dream school that you would love a full ride to, why would you want to settle for the 7th one on your list when you can continue to reach for the first one even after the QuestBridge application process? I was lucky I got into UChicago. It was very high on my list. If I had gotten matched to Dartmouth, it would have been over. Again, best practice. Please don't try to be too cliche. It's not a Disney movie. And please don't try to be too different. Don't put some book that no one's ever heard of. I know this part will sound cliche, but just be yourself during your application. And I'm not saying that you as a person are interesting, even though I'm sure you are. It's about being authentic, even if you are a little boring. This is my biggest tip to ensure that you get a full ride. I applied to QuestBridge National College Match. I know why I matched to UChicago. That is because UChicago asked for my Common App, not my QuestBridge application. My Common App was fully developed. I had months to work on those essays, to work on my activity section, to work on my supplements. UChicago loved it. They took me. Now, when I was rereading my QuestBridge essays after the fact, realized I had typos in my full ride scholarship essay. This is so embarrassing. And if UChicago didn't ask for my Common App, I don't know if I would have gotten that full ride. Not saying I had a lot of typos. I had a typo in the first line of my college essay that got me a full ride. And I haven't told many people this. I did my entire QuestBridge application in one night. Do not apply late and proofread your essays. These are the 2 biggest tips I can give you to get a full ride. Thousands of students spend months working on these applications, and this application is sent as if it's your college application. So don't treat QuestBridge like any other scholarship application and do it the night before. You wouldn't do that with your college application. Just proofread, read it over once. You're not beating the clock. Take it seriously. Hope that was helpful in your QuestBridge journey and full ride scholarship journey in general. Stay tuned. I'm going to be posting longer videos on YouTube every single week. I am doing the most requested video next week, a stats video on how I got some of the nation's hardest scholarships and how I got the QuestBridge full ride, as well as breaking down every single one of my extracurriculars and college essay. I am doing a Q&A, so if you want to ask me a question for my next video, please go over to my Instagram and look out for my story. I'll be doing the Q&A and then I'll be doing a studio move-in, start my 3rd year at UChicago in 2 weeks, and I'm so excited to share my first ever big boy apartment. I am willing to prioritize and read QuestBridge essays for free. You'll need to DM me on Instagram ASAP. Say that you're from this YouTube video and I'll try to put you on top of my list. But in general, if you have any other questions, please comment them under this video and I'll get to all of your comments as soon as I can. Comment what other videos you want to see, and this is so weird for me to say. This is my first YouTube video, but if you liked it, I guess like and subscribe. More videos like this coming soon. At UCF University crew, peace!